Oh, that's really the top fake. I didn't see them before. Retard. You retard. Salutations. What up with it? Move! Alright, Jurassic Park. Good with it.
Jurassic World, rated PG-13, in theaters.
Only something I've handled, but you've proven you're up to the challenge. What do you say?
Well, bring it on.
Sorry, Carrie, but I just found out my boyfriend's been transferred to Denver.
Oh, you poor thing. We're getting right to walk, take your mind off.
No,
Here, bun. Here, Tommy.
Just sat there and pulled the trigger together. We're sitting together. It was a father and daughter thing, and
when it comes to tickets, pick ticket. You're picking.
Just for me, I'll give you a set.
These ones have been hoarded for ever.
No.
And, oops, I just pushed your fingers in there.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep. See that?
There we go.
Whoa.
Look at that. There's only 3 original windows left in this house. And 2 of them were these sweet windows in the attic. So happy they're here. Look at this hardware. I mean, this is stuff that when houses get torn down, they throw all this hardware in the trash. It's insane. You want to see the best part? Watch this. Right?
Canceling EMFs and IMOS,
Okay.
but we'll be right on the other side of the door. And I'll be able to see you with my hickey. So yeah.
Relations?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I'd ask my dad for a loan, but he'd say yes.
Ryder?
What?
Nothing.
What?
Oh, come on. He's lying. I mean, I get him knowing where he was the night of his sister's murder, but the other 2 victims, he didn't pause. He didn't ask for dates. He didn't even check his calendar. He was ready with an alibi. In my experience, innocent people do not prepare alibis.
Ow.
On your period?
Your supplements were developed by amateur
Of having to defend the big
Wanted, but you know.
Market, is there another collapsible foam roller?
So there's nothing out there on the market currently.
Do you have a patent?
It is patent pending. So we're also patent pending in Europe, and Canada, and Australia.
Has anybody knocked it off yet?
No.
How much do you sell them for? What do they cost? How many have you sold? The whole routine.
These are definitely my favorite pair of jeans. They fit perfectly.
To get custom jeans, shirts, or suits, your phone can measure you right now with free shipping and a money-back guarantee at just $79. Get your new favorite pair of jeans today. M. Taylor, available now on the Apple App Store, Android, and mtaylor.com.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age. Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and
childhood as
Bitcoin. Book on me. What?
than the health of our children.
Thanks. Let's help Gil find the North Pole. This map shows the Arctic. At the top,
Used it on some draw.
Bring you back in a few for the final decision. Thanks.
We totally just worked our butts off. I made it this far before. It's brutal. As a mom of a little boy who absolutely loves wrestling, we have to win. This is WWE.
This is our third time making it to round 3. I want this so bad. It's one of those things, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I need this money, and that's all I'm thinking about. Our company could use it.
Follow the tracks with your favorite detectives
there is something very fishy about that waiter.
as they crack mysterious cases with Granny by their side.
Go, get him, boy. We'll solve this case in one stout whip. Or maybe not.
The Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, Saturday starting at 11:38.
Well, dancer.
Day 4, 50 states, 50 days. We've never 2 breaks from this state in baseball.
Starting with born in Westfield, Alabama, Willie Mays made one of the greatest plays in baseball history, the catch in the 1954 World Series against Cleveland. The basket grab in Game 1, leaving everyone around the ballpark in complete shock. Mays and the New York Giants would win the series. Meanwhile, Hank Aaron, born in Mobile, Alabama, made history on April 8, 1974. He broke Babe Ruth's home run record, 715 career home runs against the Dodgers at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Still second all time, by the way. All right, on Wednesday, Christine Williamson is in New Mexico to seek into minor league baseball as the El Paso Chihuahuas take on the Albuquerque Isotopes on Thursday. Kevin Gandhi is in Washington for the Youth World Championships, and then Friday, our nation's first game from New York, Trevor Scales is at the Nathan's Hot Dog Contest, and the triumphant return of the legend Joey Chestnut. And Kevin Connors is at Citi Field for the Subway Series between the Yankees and the Mets.
Let's smooch, America. Kyle Stowers, 14th home run of the season, helped the Marlins to their 8th straight win, the longest win streak since 2008. Remember how Will Ferrell used to do Harry Carey impression? My favorite name doing that impression is this one right here. Victor Caratini.
Perfect.
It's the best Will Ferrell doing Harry Carey. Victor Caratini. Hi, let's go on. His third career grand slam, 4-run homer for Astros. That's the team, right?
Oh, that was so good. Astros, yes, Astros. Singing to the A's, visiting the Rays, on the board. A's down 2-0, Max.
You've seen from this team, but all that matters is that some guys rose to the top and staked their claim, not just for now, but going forward. Big time, U.S. moving on to the semifinal.
The MLB All-Star Game on Fox.
Here we go. With that, where the players play, and we ride on the Midsummer Classic.
On the biggest stage, because this is Atlanta and the party is always crazy.
Parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
Are you the smartest in the room?
How many swimmers are in the photo?
Because big brains
How did you figure it out?
I am not sure.
can equal big bucks.
And I will personally match up to $0.
100% Club, all new July 8th on Fox.
Is that the scent of hope? Justice?
Citrus.
Super.
Subway's protein-packed footlongs are the perfect way to fill up for your day, like the All-American Club or the Ultimate BMT. Okay, zoom in. Whoa, that's 54 grams of protein. And now, buy any footlong in the app, get another half off. Order now on the Subway app.
Next level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGuard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution to dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGuard Plus.
Mirror Joy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
In just 1 year, I had over $900 in banking fees, and I had enough. I realized just how much money I could save. That's when I found Chime, and I signed up immediately. There's no overdraft fees, no monthly fees, and over 60,000 fee-free ATMs. Just by banking with Chime, I'm saving hundreds of dollars a year, and I'm using that extra money for my daughter's future. For a normal guy like me, I've given myself a small raise. Join me at Chime.com.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie
Rudy and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40, let me guess, less energy, less drive? Definitely. It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age. Happened to you guys? Yeah. So what did you do? We got Nugenix Total T.
To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text FORT to 231231. This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels.
That does it. I gotta get Nugenix. Just send a text.
Her complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too.
Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text FORT to 231231. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast, absolutely free. That's FORT to 231231.
And now the prophecy is fulfilled.
Perhaps I'll make you disappear.
You ever wish you was somebody else? I'm offering your dreams.
Tomorrow is the Gold Cup semifinal on FS1. The U.S. faces off against Guatemala with a trip to the final on the line. Coverage begins tomorrow, 6 Eastern on FS1.
Blue Chew is my new go-to. This stuff right here has changed my life. This is something that you definitely want to add into your inventory. But just be ready. One thing you're not going to do is regret getting it.
I feel like I lose track of at least $500 a month.
Yeah, maybe that's because you still use spreadsheets. Haven't you heard of Rocket Money?
No, but you're probably going to cut me off and tell me.
It's an app that tracks your spending in real time, lowers bills, and helps you find and cancel sneaky subscriptions.
Sign me up.
Stay on track with your finances and download Rocket Money today.
This is the quiz with Bob.
It's the most fun you'll have by the pool this summer.
Which of these landmarks were completed in the 20th century? I don't even know what the 20th century is.
Quiz with Balls, all new Mondays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Tonight in the great state of Arizona, Mexico will make some history as they look to move on to the Gold Cup semifinals for the 10th straight time. Standing in their way, invited guest Saudi Arabia, well organized under experienced manager Renovation. Here is the starting group for Mexico. The history that I'm talking about, 16-year-old Gilberto Mora, the youngest ever L3 player in the starting 11.
Mark, he absolutely has to be the story tonight. We're going to have eyeballs on him all night. 4 changes to this Mexico team. Araujo comes into the back. Interestingly, Edson Alvarez now is a center back with Cesar Montes out. Lira will fill in as a defensive midfielder, but our eyeballs will be on Gilberto Mora, the 16-year-old.
Plays his club football in Liga MX at Xolos in Tijuana. Now, here's the group for Reynard, the starting 11 for Saudi Arabia, runners-up in their group in the group stage.
Al-Ghidi in goal. They play with a back 5, 4 through the middle. Al-Sherdi, Al-Rakan up top as the sort of the danger men, but don't expect them to have a lot of the ball tonight. I think this will be heavily Mexico in possession. The Saudis trying to do a Honduras did earlier to Panama, create 1 or 2 chances, capitalize, if not, get into penalties, and try to win that way.
Well, to your point, landed possession, if you look at the group stage, Mexico anywhere from 61 to as high as 70% in their 3 group stage games. For Saudi Arabia, 43-33. They did have 66% of the ball in a 1-1 draw with Trinidad. But here we go at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, just outside Phoenix. Mexico and Saudi Arabia have met 6 times on the international stage. Mexico has won 5. They've drawn once, and that includes Mexico's 2-1 win in the group stage of the 2022 World Cup, with neither team moving on to the knockouts after that result. First touch of the ball by Saudi Arabia, and Mexico and Saudi Arabia are off and running in quarterfinal number 2 of the weekend. The Group A winners, Mexico. The Group D runners-up, that is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia with 4 points.
7 points in 3 group stage games for Mexico. They were a Santi Jimenez half-step offside for taking all 9 points in the group stage. Mark Followell and National Soccer Hall of Famer, longtime U.S. International Landon Donovan, and our Bulls analyst, Dr. Joe Macknick. And off we go with this Mexico-Saudi Arabian matchup. And there's a touch of the ball by Gilberto Mora. Mora has already been playing for Mexico at the youth international level, including playing friendlies as a 16-year-old for their under-20s. As a matter of fact, Javier Aguirre, Mexico's manager, whom you see right now in his 3rd stint as the manager for Mexico, did not allow him to be called into a bigger under-20 tournament, the Maurice Revello tournament in France, that was going to be played in late May, because he wanted to make sure that he was prepared to play in this tournament and be with the senior national team and make this appearance tonight as the youngest player in L3 history and only 8 days older than Alfonso Davies of Canada. So Gilberto Mora is the 2nd youngest player to Alfonso Davies in Gold Cup history. At center back tonight, Edson Alvarez wearing the captain's armband. He drops back from that defensive midfielder position that he has been playing with Richard Montes, Cesar Montes, with yellow card accumulation suspension. That takes away a target on set pieces as Montes had scored 3 in the opening 2 games of the group stage. Wins over the Dominican Republic and Suriname, and then the goal is drawn with Costa Rica. Carried forward by Edson Alvarez. Into Mora. Pushed out wide here by Vega. Righty Gallardo slides it in front, and a big moment by Henry to break up the play. He goes to ground, concedes the corner kick. The defending is good, but this is a dangerous situation now for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and Henry almost misreads that. Tries to anticipate the pass coming across the 6-yard box. He's a step slow, but a crucial intervention of Raul Jimenez on the doorstep to tap that in.
4 goals and 13 corner kick opportunities in the group stage. Here is an outswinger, Alvarez coming for it, but a lunging header away. Some desperate defending in the box by Saudi Arabia. They defend very well. They're a Reynard's group in World Cup qualifying in 10 games, only conceded 8. The bad news for them is they only scored 7. And then this Gold Cup, they've scored 2 in 3 games, and they've only conceded 2 in 3 games. It's not a corner kick, but it's another dead ball opportunity from very close to the corner flag here as Alexis Vega absorbs the foul.
And Mark, we just saw with Panama, Honduras, Panama had all the game, all the ball for the majority of the game, but they didn't get the second goal. And if you're Mexico, you were paying attention to that, watching that, you have to punish teams. And we expect the game to look like this for long stretches, lots of set pieces. You have to punish Saudi Arabia.
Alvarado and Vega are the choices to take this free kick. 4th minute of the game, 2-man wall. Vega ran towards it. Alvarado takes it. Headed back in by Mora after it was blocked by the wall. Gilberto Mora picks it up and pushes this ball back. There will be a switching ball here by Eric Lena, who hasn't played since starting the game against Dominican Republic back when this tournament opened on June 14th. That was the lone game of that night 2 weeks ago. And since then, there has certainly been some very intriguing results and obviously drama earlier today with Honduras' 82nd minute equalizer. And then remember, straight to penalty kicks and tied after 90 minutes. That's a huge factor. You never know, of course. Every result produces a different space-time continuum, if I may put Doc Brown in Back to the Future. But in the case of Panama, you certainly would have fancied their chances to score a goal if you played 30 minutes of extra time.
It is a really interesting dynamic, and it does change things. It changes substitutions. It changes the way you approach the game. We saw with Panama, they were a little hesitant and reticent to really set numbers forward when they're up 1-0. And I think if Mexico get up a goal,
nice here by Alvarado, trying to play it into the path of Raul Jimenez. Julio Araujo, former LA Galaxy player, with his first action of the Gold Cup.
He's in on the right-hand side. And I think if Mexico do get up a goal, you'll see them keep their foot on the throttle and not allow Saudi Arabia to get into the game at all. Played out by Mahmoud Bouchon. Now goes Araujo. At 13 appearances in all competitions. This past year playing in England at Bournemouth. The year before in Spain at Las Palmas. Prior to that, 4 years, over 100 appearances for Major League Soccer's LA Galaxy. That's Alvarez. Looking for a run in behind by Raul Jimenez. Out by Abdul Madu. Saudi Arabia did suffer an injury of note in the first game against Haiti. They lost center back Hassan Kadesh to a hamstring injury that's going to keep him out for several weeks. Injury news came up from Mexico this week during training when Luis Chavez sustained a right ACL tear in training on Wednesday. He had just grown back into the group. He was injured and missed the first game, but had played the last 2 games for Mexico in the group stage. Alagidi, the goalkeeper. Finally, the ball put back on his feet under some pressure. Touch there by Saud Abdelhamid. Plays in Serie A at Roma. He had 8 appearances last year with them after a lengthy career at Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, the team that's in the Club World Cup knockout stage. The only Asian-based team that reached the knockout stage of this year's FIFA Club World Cup. Everyone else either from Europe, the big 5 leagues in Europe, and Benfica from Portugal, United States, Mexico, and Brazil. The loss of the Al Hilal players for this Saudi Arabia side of the World Cup was addressed before the tournament even began. Here's a hopeful ball hit in the direction of Faraz Henry Khan. That's on to by Alvarado. His attempt to play it forward is blocked. Skied here by Vasquez. Al-Shiri trying to collect possession. Abdelhamid. Al-Shiri clips the ball in, no one there. Aaron Reynolds said before the Gold Cup, he said with the absence of 8 players, a lot of good players from Al Hilal, he said it would be good for me to see some more players. And he said when assessing this tournament yesterday, that it's been an important tournament for them. He said sometimes we're struggling, sometimes we're doing very well. We're not very consistent, and at this moment, that's our biggest weakness, is the lack of consistency. Well, it's hard to be consistent when you're missing 8 players, right? But much like the U.S., and we'll see them play Costa Rica tomorrow, this tournament's provided an opportunity for a bunch of players to get chances that they might not otherwise have had. So I would say up until now, he's been happy. I think what's going to be challenging for his side tonight is if and when they get chances to go forward, are they going to send the requisite numbers forward to really create an opportunity to score? Or are they going to be reluctant to use so?
Looking at the you could debatably call it patchwork side that Saudi Arabia's had to put together. Their entire group has 38 combined goals at the international level. Raul Jimenez, who you just saw a moment ago, has 41 himself, 3rd in L3 history. And goals scored behind Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, and Jared Borghetti. 10th minute of the match. Julian Araujo with his 2025 Gold Cup debut on the throne. Leading the 2023 Gold Cup, made 3 appearances in Araujo did. Tonight is his 15th international appearance for Mexico. Only 3 since the beginning of the 2024 calendar year. Balls in the feet of Marcel Ruiz. Tracking back here is Araujo. Seems like right back is an unsettled position for Javier. He's played over punches twice. Here's where Reyes slid out from center back to play right back in the
Yeah, it's been interesting to see that Carousel
You don't even know. Still ain't give me no hit. That nigga left out here 5 times. I gave him some fried names. That nigga like, fuck. He said, fuck VC. Feed that nigga.